All right, let's get into it, huh? This is a build around submission for Hellrider green red aggro. So Hellrider encourages you to build green red aggro a little bit differently. So like the Gruul decks that we've played in the past tend to focus on more chunky monsters, whereas Hellrider here is a card that encourages you to go wide because it gives you lots of triggers when you have lots of creatures in play. So I'm focusing on more cheap 1 mana creatures. So we've got 12 1-drops here. Full Flame, thank you for the sub gifts. Good morning. Happy Blur's Day to you. I think it's Friday. Is it Friday? It is Friday. Look at that. 3 days till the open. 2 days till the open, Saturday, Sunday. 2 days till the open. And then we've got some other haste creatures here. We've got Gallia, the Endless Dance, which there are 3 copies of, not that you can see based on the text here. And thank you for the 23 months, Full Flame. We've got Earthshaker Khenra here as a new addition from Amonkhet. I think this is likely to be a staple in red aggressive decks in this format. This is a 2-1 for 2 that helps you punch a little bit better the turn it comes into play. It can make something not block. And then it eternalizes. Eternalize lets you bring it back as a 4-4 in the late game. So this is a card that kind of lets us leverage our extra mana as the game goes long and kind of generates value because it comes back into play. We're also trying out some Ahn-Crop Crashers here. Just another haste threat that pairs nicely with Hellrider. There could be a chance that this threat's been outclassed by other things that exist in the format with the bigger card pool, but I'm going to give this one a go and see how it is. And then I've got 4, again, not that you can see the number, but there are 4 Glorybringers here at the top end of my deck. So Flying Haste Dragon to kill people at the... Is there 4? It might be 4. No, it's definitely 3. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 3, but I couldn't actually see the number, so I was doubting myself there for a second. There are 4 Glorybangers, though, right? Yep. So, Glorybringer lets you have a little bit of interaction, but also a haste threat. So, let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how it feels. Yeah, like, it's like basic graphics design 101 that like a white number with a thin black outline around the outside of the number displays on overlaid on basically everything. So like the fact that they managed to mess that up is like really frustrating and embarrassing. Yeah, there's like 1,000 different ways. Not 1,000. There's a lot of different ways that you could make text always be visible. Instead of fixing the program, we should have a new art direction where the top right corner can't have white. Well, I don't have anything to do on 3 here, actually, so I guess we're just picking up my collector. How much to bump Pyromancer into today? I don't actually have... I guess I have a list in there, but after playing against some Pyromancer lists yesterday, I kind of want to build Pyromancer to look a little bit different than what I have there. Let's give you a number. For a... it's always expensive to cut things into the current day. For a $50 donation, I will cut Pyromancer into today and build it up. For much less than that, it can get played tomorrow. Always cheaper to wait a day. Thanks for offering me the option to name land, Wizards. They took our 2 4-mana haste threats. Umori ramps us into this, which is nice. Hey, land, please. Is there ever a time where you should name land? No. So they're at 4, so if they ritual us on us and we peel a land, they die. Opponent cast a bunch of spells and then conceded. Sounds like Grixis. Okay, so the Rekindling Phoenixes in the sideboard are largely here for the control matchups because these are difficult for them to deal with because they kind of have to kill them twice. So definitely boarding those in. I know Ahn-Crop Crasher was like fine that game, but I'm pretty sure that's the cut. I don't know if this is a Goblin Ruinblaster matchup. I feel like I don't have anything in here that I really want to cut. Maybe I board this in on the play. It's a little bit better. Your thoughts are both erased and seized. You should name land if you're conceding right after. Harsh but fair. Sure. So Rootbound Crag is tapped with the Ancient Ziggurats, but I don't have a 1-drop anyways. Seize my thoughts, Daddy. Take them away. You know just what I like. The old pay 4 life to take a card out of my hand. You love to see it. You've made it too hard to watch other streamers, damn it, but also thank you. I do what I can. My deck does not draw any extra cards, right? Like actual 0. So we're just gonna leave her at 1, I think, so she just can't draw another card. Demox, thank you for the 29 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, Gallia technically draws cards. Yeah, that's fair. I might use her at some point. Maybe I should kill her because of that. So if I play this and attack with both... If I play this and attack with both, my opponent takes 4, 5, 6, 7, and they go to 2. They, like, get to eat a Hellrider, but then they're at 2. So that sounds nice. Do Ziggurats work with Eternal Eyes? I believe so. That's a good question. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. Ooh, I don't think this counts as casting a spell. It might not. Yeah, because this doesn't work for creature abilities. Yeah, it's an activated ability. That's awkward. Makes this card a lot less good. Huh? Yeah, that's awkward. Huh? Well, poop. That is a huge sad. Is that a big enough reason to consider? Honestly, it might be. It might be a reason to, like, play non-creature cards in your deck, too. So, As many people will learn, Glorybringer cannot kill dragons. This is a dragon. It's my favorite board game. You can find a list of my favorites here. Yeah, this ain't my first rodeo. I've cast a lot of Glorybringers, chat. It was especially relevant in the Glorybringer mirror match. Boy Toy Troy, thank you for the 25 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, so like, we easily win this game if this is just like another land, right? And I failed to kill Narset earlier, so Gallia can't draw here. That's a big deal. Oh, I could have killed the zombie. Yeah, maybe they were dead there. They were probably dead. I don't really care about our results. It'll be fine. Yeah, I was so focused on Glorybringer not killing on the board and was talking about other lines. Yeah, they're if they don't have a piece of removal there, they're dead to us exerting on the zombie. If we killed them, we wouldn't get a game 3, chat. Come on now. The old double Ziggurat Earthshaker hand here again. No worries, that's... If they go land giant here, we're kind of in a bad spot, huh? Oh, feels magic, man. Should have killed him in the second game, huh? About I'm watching this clip, but I don't see what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're asking if showed up on my stream. Can you be more descriptive? It doesn't look like there's anything wrong there to me at a glance. Saw what? Maybe it's something weird at whatever resolution you're watching. So I'm like clicking frame by frame through this like 3-second, 4-second clip, and there's no graphical issues. Maybe it's some kind of scaling resolution issue on Twitch's end. Yeah, if they didn't have ziggurats, we could again eternalize this. Can't reproduce issue, won't fix. Into the frozen sky with the huge tip. Is that for Band Spirits? Yay, we beat Grixis 3-0. Nice Grixis deck. So we're Coco Band Spirit build around. I'm stoked to see what you build and how it plays. Alright, well it's gonna be the second deck today. That's definitely a big enough donation for a cut the line. I appreciate the support. I've already got it built. I built it this morning, in case you sent the donation through. So we'll do Band Spirit second. Man, Ancient Ziggurat. I guess I have 18 red. Do I just like turn these into forests and call it a day? If I turn these into forests, I technically still meet my red requirements. Yeah, my kingdom for a Copper Line Gorge for sure. Yeah, not being able to leverage this is a big deal. Do I want Ramunap Ruins? I don't know, maybe. I guess they're probably pretty free, huh? Well, so like the problem is Copperline Gorge doesn't exist in Pioneer. Doesn't exist in Pioneer either. Is there a reason to not include castles? Yeah, they come into play tapped. Yeah, chat, my aggro deck, to the people recommending tapped lands right now, I'm playing an aggro deck. Stop it. Get some help. Ah, you kids that don't remember your history. It took them forever to finish out cycles of lands in Modern. Like, you played Jund with Misty Rainforest and Marsh Flats for a long time in Modern. Yeah, that was just how the mana worked. I don't know. I feel like if they wanted to do it quickly, they've probably known Pioneer was coming for a while, so they've had a lot of opportunities to do it for a while. Down to 11. So they're at a virtual 15 here. I think I just play into the sweeper because I can't beat 004s anyways, most likely, so don't play around things you can't beat. Just cross our fingers and hope they don't have it, as is frequently the optimal play in Magic the Gathering. Thanks for the 14 months, Andy. I appreciate that. Welcome back. They even get to gain 2 from killing their walls. Oh, aggro. Easy swapping against a control deck. Just Ahn-Crop for Rekindling Phoenix. Today's episode of Incidental Life Gain in the year 2020. Yep. Hey, Desi Red Shoes, by the way. I missed that a couple minutes ago. Thanks for checking out the raid sponsor. I appreciate that. Drop me a DM and let me know if you'd like to bump something in the queue or have a sub gifted to the channel as a thank you. Anybody that hasn't done that and would like a little extra incentive past the sub gift, if we hit that 175 goal there, I'm going to add a long stream next week. Add an 8 to 10 hour stream day. Yeah, maybe Cleave's just better than Glorybringer. I don't know, I wanted to play some new cards. Nice card. I'll sack that one, thanks. Are we... I think I'm just playing Phoenix here. I don't do 24-hour streams. I'm a big fan of not making promises I don't intend to keep. And I don't think I am capable of doing a 24-hour stream in my old age, so that's not a promise I'm going to make. Ramunap Ruins looking good. We should probably just be on 4 of these cards. You got it. Rekindling Phoenix. Showing why it's worth its slot here. This is exactly why Rekindling Phoenix is on the sideboard. Get me happy with how we boarded. Maybe Ruinblaster is better than Glorybringer here. Just because Ruinblaster like sets them back on land. Glorybringer hits harder though when you peel it off the top. Schwingy, thanks for the 25 months. Welcome back. Yeah, big agree with that, Slemon. I mean, like, and there's a certain group of, like, sadistic people who, like, enjoy watching someone be miserable for, like, the second half of a 24-hour stream or, like, the last third of it, but I don't know. I'd like to think, for the most part, we don't cultivate that kind of community here. One Woodfall, thanks for the 13 months. Gaffer, thanks for the 8. Yo, what was it? The last time I attempted a 24-hour stream was sometime last year. Or not last year, like, probably almost close to 2 years ago at this point. We were still doing Magic Online then, and I think I made it to about 22 hours, so when I decided that after I failed to do it last time, I'm just not going to do that anymore, or say that I can do it anymore. Alright, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna wait to play my land out till after I discard at random, which naturally means we're gonna discard the Rekindling Phoenix. Hashtag sometimes lucky. Hashtag sometimes lucky. That seems fine, Jaquan. If you're looking for someone to do blender comp in the arena with, it seems reasonable. So Doom's gonna make us sacrifice Rekindling Phoenix here. Red-Black Pyromancer got pushed out of today's decks. Yeah, around set release, the deck queue is extremely volatile. All of the decks we're playing today have an incredible number of points. I guess they get to Yorion, Blink, the Nightmare, which lets them kill my token. Equal to or less than. So I could do this, and I could Earthshaker Khenra Eternalize here, make Yorion not block, and crack for 4. They could chump here, but that's fine. Yeah, Cold Heart's great. You want at least one Cold Heart at 6 if you've got her. You'll use her in the Spider Dungeon and a few other places. I use mine in Spider 20 and Dragon 20. Yeah, the Eternalized animation is really well done. Yeah, and I don't have to sacrifice this because the top of your head, think of any cool cards, and Kit Remaster that would be good, go well, in an Esper Flicker deck. Nope. Champion of Wits. Champion of Wits. Off the top of the head, Champion of Wits is a fine Magic the Gathering card. Add this to Blue-Red Wizards to embrace the chaos. For fuck's sake, are you kidding me? Thank you for the absurd tip, Llanowar Muse. That's super unfortunate. They are at least like 8 lower than their health total says, but the fact that Yorion here is, So what is this attack? We're gonna sweep the board. Sweeping doesn't make sense. They have Cry, so I'm not gonna block because I don't want to get cried. They just have another one. Okay. It's a good draw. It's a real banger, if you would. Pretty sure we just banged the Ori in here. So expecting a sweeper next turn because they blocked the bird. Yep. The Eternalize get reduced with the Mar. It does not. It is an activated ability. It's not casting it. Going to 1 instead of chump blocking with the castle token. Bold strategy. They are gaining 2, so they're not just a Ramunap on board. They're dead to Hellrider triggers though. Alright, I'm into it. I'm into it. I suppose it is worth noting that the turn we drew Glorybringer, if Glorybringer had been... The turn we drew Glorybringer, if Glorybringer had been Embercleave, we probably would have been better off, right? Like, is that dragon better than just cleaving people at the top end? Probably not. Let's just draw Forest on 1, huh? Yeah, Phoenix definitely showed off why it was why it's a important card that last match. Would we have had as much fun asking the real questions? Scan, that was an excellent draw. Best draw in our deck. Oh, magic. At least we hit the land, huh? It's a little thing. At least we hit the land. Broken 3, put Field of the Dead into play. Just an Elvish Rejuvenator. Nah, I don't think Left Strike Beast is aggressive enough. So they block here, they go to 1. Probably could die. Yeah, sure. Sure, just go to 0. I'm into it. Ahn-Crop Crasher. Dum 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 dum. Ahn-Crop Crasher showing us that it's better than one of the big questions about Ahn-Crop Crasher is like, is it better than Spellbreaker? And like, we wouldn't have killed them there with Spellbreaker, right? And like, even if like they had blocked appropriately, we would have been in a better spot because Ahn-Crop Crasher was Crasher instead of Spellbreaker. Like making their 4/4 not block there was huge. The Cardboard Live update. Thanks for the poke. Should have checked that this morning. Let's see. My Cardboard Live doesn't appear to be finding an update to download, so... Oh, there we go. Alright, start update now. God bless us, everyone. I think this is a Ruinblaster matchup, right? What are we cutting? What are we cutting for Ruinblaster? It's a banger out? It's probably a banger out matchup, huh? Let's try that. Sad to not have untapped green again, but hand's definitely a keep. Alright, this start worked out last time, so let's try it. And see if they have the blaster to get or not. Are there any legit land destruction decks in Historic? No. Wizards of the Coast at least hasn't made the mistake of making land destruction good. It's a miserable mechanic. That's true. That's true. The last one felt bad, but it also put them behind is accurate. I mean, like, they have miscellaneous blockers. So that was like the Blast Zone, except it didn't put them behind a land. Do you believe in life after wipes? We are very dead right now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So anyways, I started blasting. I'm supposed to attack their green-white land instead of their blue-white land. Yeah, probably supposed to hit the green source there. Hopefully it doesn't matter. We got some angry lands here still too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you shock that land in, opponent. You do it. Shock it in. Got an Aether Gust to make me feel bad about gloating. Aether Gust would be annoying here. Poop. I think that's better than a random card. I'm gonna offer the trade here. Believe it or not, I am not particularly worried about minimizing and maximizing my deck around the idea that Grixis is playable. Have a zombie. Ooh, that'll be a good one for next turn. Hey, you. Yeah, you can't block. All right. This card's really good, by the way, chat. You haven't played with Earthshaker Khenra before? This card's really good. Really, really good. Wasn't the 1/1 a free attack? It was. You're right. Good call. Dead on board. Oh, they're dead on board, but I've got Hellrider triggers. I've got Hellrider triggers. Ride low. Triggers. There's no kill like overkill, chat. There's no kill like overkill. Hey, Cosmic, thanks for taking the time to check out the raid sponsor. I appreciate it. Drop me a DM and let me know if you'd like a sub gift to the channel or to bump something in the deck queue by 5 points. This deck just great. I mean, like, this deck's got a good linear game plan. It's got some resiliency against removal. It's probably fine. But remember, ban Field of the Dead. I'm saying it's not exceptional, but... Opponent mulligan to 5. Does this deck need green? I mean, Llanowar Elves has been real good. The mana hasn't felt bad. But yeah, you could probably build a slightly bigger mono red deck. Any unbans you think are justified in the current metagame? I'm a big fan of watching the world burn, so I wouldn't mind an Oko unban, I don't think. I would like the record to reflect that Oko was never given the opportunity to exist in a format without Once Upon a Time in Veilsummer. It's probably a pretty low upside unban, though. All things considered, it's like a super low upside unban, so it's probably not worthwhile. I don't know. Like I said, the format is still very new. Like, the set just released yesterday, so I think making any opinions right now is a little bit premature. Hey, Laz, thanks for checking out the raid sponsor tutorial. I appreciate it. Drop me a DM and let me know if you'd like a sub gifted or to bump something in the queue. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Giant dragons blowing through ya. Do 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 do.
I have the right to choose my own fate and yours. You think too
Zombie, zombie, zombie. Ha, ha. Thanks for the tier 2, Isabus. I appreciate the 28 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, so they're probably a very removal-heavy deck, right? Which probably means it's just Rekindling Phoenix in again. What are we getting rid of? Do I I know Glorybringer was, like, fine that game, but, like, it's probably Glorybringer out, right? Because, like, it's kind of an expensive card in terms of mana, and, like, their deck's full of discard spells, so they're probably gonna be, like, discarding excess lands and stuff. Let's try that. Hey, Mr. Photon, welcome back. Zanos, thanks for the 15 months. Cause it's a sneeper keeper, do 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 do, sneeper keeper, do 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 do, do 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 do. Thanks for the 25 months note. Happy Blur's Day. So anyways, I started crashing. So scale of 1 to dead, we're getting moment scraping tier, right? Maybe I'm supposed to be greedy there and keep the land. Or discard a land. Is it possible to submit a deck with Shillings or just to bump? The only Shillings option to submit decks is Shillionaire. Can't have the free-to-play options being too busted. I think I put this into play, even though I could get this in tap tier, because if they play like a Bugler Rat, I'd rather discard a Stomping Ground than a Ramunap Ruins. Again, maybe I'm supposed to hold that instead of discarding Gallia. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's the Umori at? Instead of the scale. What is your quest? I seek the face. Yeah, that's true. The fact that we're close to Eternalize makes playing the land likely correct, I think. Earthshaker Khenra has just been absolutely stellar so far today. It's very, very impressive. So this is a Moment's Craving or a Cry or something. It could just be Languish, but I think it's not worth losing this to Moment's Craving here. Could also just be Bone Crusher Giant. Yep. All right, land tier, and we attack them for 8. Nailed it. Imagine playing an aggro deck and being excited to draw your 6th land. Boxy and Greg, welcome back, folks. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, this deck's felt good so far. Again, new formats. You want the best chance to be competitive. Build aggressive decks. No lifelink for you. Try again later. This is if you're someone that likes playing red decks, either mid-range or aggro, Earthshaker Khenra is a good grab. People have been asking me like, okay, Jeff, what decks are good? And while I don't think I can tell you with any sort of certainty which decks are going to guaranteed be good, I think, you know, cards like Thoughtseize, Earthshaker Khenra, Collected Company, these are all reasonable crafts because they're likely to continue to see play. I don't know exactly what shell they're going to be most optimal in, but like Kenra's a sweet card in like a lot of mid-range shells too, because she generates value when the game goes a little bit long, which is nice. Excellent in aggro, obviously, like we're playing here, but also as your decks get a little bit bigger, so long as you're not like a full-on control deck, Earthshaker's decent. Listen, I also would love it if all of the Hoots competitors on Sunday play aggro for selfish reasons. The last Hoots tournament, we played like 10 rounds in 7 hours. So if we could do 10 rounds in 7 hours again, chat, I'd appreciate it. So I could Crasher, make this not block. They probably chump. I think I just Earthshaker and offer a trade. Likely the Citadel deck. I was watching Crokey stream it a little bit earlier before I signed on, and Wyatt Darby was playing a variation of it last night too. Seems like a very reasonable combo deck. Pressuring their life total is very valuable in this matchup. I think Hour of Promise is a safe craft. I actually don't think anything related to Field of the Dead is necessarily a safe craft, because I think there's a good chance Hour of Promise gets Field of the Dead banned. Like if there was anything that could get that banned, that's probably it. Yeah, if there's a place where Glorybringer is going to be useful, it's probably here. Shnuck'em, thanks for the 14 months, welcome back. I think Field of the Dead's mostly been bad or even just fine in this format, but if there's anything If there's anything that pushes it potentially over the top, it's that. I think we're just dead here. Like, I can play Glorybringer in a little bit. Maybe the 4/5 forces them to sack some stuff and get some damage in, but like, Scorpion here too, super aggressive. The Scorpion might mean they're not playing a Citadel variation. I know there's going to be a lot of variation in these decks as people try and figure out what's optimal in the early turn, in the early developments of a format, so you shouldn't make too many assumptions. Would they hit field or Hour of Promise, though? That doesn't matter. Because, like, regardless of what they actually ban, like, your wild cards aren't going to have been well spent. Like, Hour of Promise as a card, its stock goes way down if, they are the Citadel variation. Okay. Good chance we're dead here. They only need to hit, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They need to hit 4 permanents here to kill us. So again, this can sacrifice 10 things to make us lose 10. And they can sack things to scry here. So good chance we get combo killed here. Clippo, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. That's really cute. Are we dead on board now? Yeah, we're just into the Mayhem Devils. Our sideboard probably needs some Abrade in this. I built this sideboard pretty quickly, and I did not include Abrade. That's definitely a mistake. Definitely a mistake. I think I'm just cutting a lot of my bottom end here. Gonna board in a couple more evasive threats. You want to pull up on my curve here a little bit. Yeah, like I said, it's not just like, people like to credit archetypes to the person that like they saw stream them last, but like a lot of these archetypes are pretty cookie cutter. They're difficult to come up with the idea of them. Lots of people working on lots of different things. Like both Crokies and Darby have been streaming this, but I'm sure there's dozens or even hundreds of more people that have been working on variations off stream. I think without Abrade by 75, we're poorly prepared for this matchup. I agree with that. I think we're going to add a grip full of Abrades after this set. Phoenix is not good against Devils, sure, but it's still a 4/3 with flying that can hit them in the air. So you're right that the recursive part of it is not appealing, but the rest of the stat line is good in this matchup, and that's why we're playing it. You gotta look at a card in its entirety. Yeah, evasion is very good. It's very important that we're able to pressure their life total, because the more damage we deal to them, the less good their citadels are. Thanks for the 15 months in Read We Trust. I appreciate that. Blood Artist is savage here. So they get to sack some things, make me lose something, and then make me lose what? I'm gonna lose 6 here. Does these count my creatures too? I'm gonna lose 8 because of the freeze trigger. So they gain 4, we take 6. Or we take 8, they gain 6. Yeah. Pretty decent turn. That should be lethal, right? I'm gonna let him do it. Cosmic, can you DM me? Click on my Twitch name there to DM me. There's a lot of damage. Yeah, definitely need more removal spells on my side for a matchup like that. Abrade's a phenomenal card. We're gonna go ahead and adjust our sideboard accordingly here. I'm playing Magic Arena for almost an hour, so naturally it's hemorrhaging memory. I'm gonna start spinning at the end. Alright, my companion filter. I was like, did I typo Abrade? Honestly, is Abrade the better access to fight that deck than Grafdigger's Cage? It probably is, right? It probably is. But if we do this, I think I just want 4 Abrades, like 4 Abrades and Shocks. Yeah, I'm aware it stops Coco, but like killing their key creatures is more important than that. I understand what my magic card does. Like again, like chat, when you're discussing a card with me, please don't explain what the card does to me. Tell me why you agree or disagree with the conclusion I'm arriving to. Go into detail. I understand what the cards do. I know I am a Magic player, but I'm also fairly literate. Yeah, but like, Abrade is good against Collected Company decks, chat. Like, Collected Company decks are full of cheap creatures, and having a bunch of removal is good there still. Abrade, people talking about things like Citadel and Oven 2, Abrade kills those cards, chat. It destroys artifacts, that's why it's good. Noxin, thank you for the 5 months, I appreciate that. Welcome back, good game. Well played. Just gonna assume they're playing Field of the Dead. Yeah, the other question though, Steric, is that, like, do you expect, so like, you talk about cage stopping Woe Strider. Do you think my deck is interested in going long and needs to be stopping the grindy card advantage aspect of that card? Because I don't think that's the case. I would assume that my deck is interested in ending the game before a number of those cards you just listed are relevant. I'm gonna wait on Earthshaker in case they play something that can block next turn that we can maybe Earthshaker to get rid of. Ooh, getting this Glass Cascaded instead of this is really good for us. BT Dubs, I am fairly confident that Glass Casket is much worse than Baffling End in this format. So, unless you are already playing 4 Baffling Ends and think you need a 5th piece of Exile, I would not play this card. Also, like if you look back at that last game that we played talking about Cage versus Abrade, think about which of their cards we cared about, right? Like, I couldn't beat Priest. So, like, playing a card like Abrade that kills Priest in addition to other things, like, think about the cards that I care about and how the games are playing out and what I'm getting beat by. Like, that's a big deal, I think. So we get to Hellrider here. And we get to exert this, and then also attack with these. We'll make Golos not get to block here. Marvelous, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Oglandia. Thanks for keeping me around. Ahn-Crop Crasher, looking better than Spellbreaker still. I definitely don't think we're interested in something like Bone Crusher Giant, chat. Definitely think I'm interested in being aggressive. Be aggressive. Oh no, not my Ahn-Crop Crasher. How will we ever win the game now? Oh no. Oh no. Not a second Field of the Dead. That's 2 copies of the card Reddit told me needs to be banned. Triggers. Attacking our way into Mythic, chat. Attacking our way into Mythic. Hellrider goes burr. Yeah, Abrade also kills Devil, which is also an important card to get rid of in that matchup. How's Hellrider been? It's been really good, actually. Had low expectations going in. It's been very reasonable. Curve's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. It's just curvementary. What could it be? What is your quest? I seek the face. Hey, Dissonant Turmoil. Thank you for the sub gifty. I appreciate it. You're staying safe out there. Abrade doesn't destroy Reclamation. It's a good thing we banned that one, huh? Look at that! My opponent cast no spells and died. It's weird. It's really weird. Put your dukes up, chat. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. And they're almost mythic, chat. They've been beating people doing nothing. Punish people that want to do nothing, chat. Let the aggro flow through you. Oh, I was tweeting and then I came back to a beautiful hand. It's beautiful. Do. See, if I had been a true professional, we would have drawn a 1-drop there, but it is what it is. Hand's definitely keepable. Wow, welcome to the party, Llanowar Elves. You're late. You're late for a very important date. Time to say hello, goodbye. You're late, you're late, you're late. No third land, no ramp spell. What are you keeping, opponent? What do you... like... They must have a sweeper, right? So let's just, like, kill them before they draw the land. Look at that, a convenient 4, chat. Oh no, please don't sweep my board. How will I ever win if you sweep my board? Remember that time our opponent cast 0 spells over the course of a match? How incredibly interesting and stimulating. Quality gameplay. Quality gameplay. Magic's a big brain game, chat. I am very, very smart. Girl smash. there a way for me to not install the Epic Games Launcher? There is not, Pled. Pretty, I guess someone else confirmed that, but I'm like 90% sure the OS X build is only through Epic, right? Listen, the Magic Arena installer barely works on Windows. You can't reasonably expect them to have ported it to another platform, chat. Who's got 2 thumbs and is scared of Collected Company? This guy right here. My dojo contains fear, chat. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Giant dragons blowing through ya. Do 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 do. Pretty sure we just do this on creature. So 7 months muted. So, the opponent's archetype's actually a really interesting kind of observation on Collected Company as a card, which is that you don't just play Collected Company in decks where it's guaranteed to hit high amounts. You also play Collected Company in shells where you just want more copies of your best creatures, if that makes sense. So, like, Collected Company in their deck, think of it more as a tutor for Mayhem Devil and Priest and Woe Strider consistently, as opposed to a value card. Yeah, like, it's more of a tutor than a value generator for them. Like, it occasionally generates value, but it's also a tutor. Alright, are we dead? Do not appear to be dead. Hashtag sometimes lucky. So Umori was actually useful there, but definitely boarding it out in this matchup. Shock and Abrade come in. So thinking about how this played out, I think I want to trim some of my X1s against Mayhem Devil. I think I'm actually supposed to... I boarded out Firebrands last time, but I think I'm actually supposed to keep Firebrand because Firebrand is explicitly good against... it kills their Llanowar Elves, and it kills their Blood Artists, which sounds nice. How do I feel about trimming? I think I want to just bring in all the evasion. This recurring isn't stellar against Mayhem Devil, but I think having things that can get through a gummed up board. You want to cut Hellrider? You think so? I like that this is reach on a gummed up board, right? I guess I'm kind of 4 heavy here. I'm gonna go to 8. I'm gonna trim a Warboss. Let's do that. Should we max it? Oh, I didn't bring in all my Abrades. Yeah, good call. I definitely want all my Abrades. Let's try this. Let's split. I'm gonna coward split the Hellrider and the Legion Warboss, and I reserve the right to revisit that split for the 3rd game. I think you use Embercleave instead of Glorybringer. Definitely. I'm actually not convinced that Glorybringer is better than Embercleave in general. This is where the magic happens. Am I killing this? The answer is yes. They're going to play a Priest on 2 and make me feel bad, though. The companion in this deck has felt genuinely good. So, like, It's a sweet Screws art. So, like, I'm torn on... I'm a little torn on adding Embercleave because, like, Collector's been something that's been genuinely useful so far in the games that we've played. It's like, I'm not sure that's necessarily a free change. Sure. Love you, dude. Do you think they're in love with the Coco chat? Alright, if we hit a land tier and get to, like, have running bangers, we're gonna be in a good spot. Okay. Glory be. Captain Cretanite, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Gallia. Thanks for keeping me employed this month with that. I can help you. You need help searching for something or installing something?
Searching for something on my... Something popped up when I went to my...
Do you want to bring the Switch in here and I can help you? Be very careful when you walk with it. Yeah, very, very happy to have bangers here instead of cleaves, right? Like, really, Glorybringer is like the king of these creature matches. It's very, very good here. It just said they fixed some bugs. We should keep practicing to learn how to read so you can read those messages yourself, huh? Glory, glory, hallelujah. Giant dragons blowing through ya. Do 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 do. Foxy, thanks for checking out the raid sponsor. I appreciate that. Drop me a DM to let me know what you would like as a thank you. I just kill Scoos and Woestrider, right? Or should I kill the Blood Artist? Is killing the Blood Artist crazy? I'm definitely killing Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, I think I kill Scoo's Artist here. This is definitely dying, because if we don't kill it now, we can't get to it later. This does let them scry a little bit, which sucks. Dirk. Thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, we mulled to 5 this game. And like we mulled to 5, we had Shock Abrade, and then we've drawn some Glorybringers. It's been very reasonable. What's the best deck in Historic? I think anybody that tells you they know what the best deck in Historic is right now is either an idiot, lying to you, or trying to sell you something. Format's brand new. We don't really know what's up. What's up? They're locked? Well, I don't know, dude. If you bring it in here, I will help you. Hey, thanks for the 27 months, Captain Command. I appreciate that. Welcome back. That's actually, like, really good.
It's like... Soldier Box. We got those...
I don't know, bud. Alright, let me see what that's. Words. Oh, I think the template's changed, buddy. Or do you have oh, you're not signed up. Hold on. Oh. You have to take this upstairs and ask mommy to relink it for you. It's bugged. Was this lethal? No, they can gain 3, chat. They have Gilded Goose, chat. So I think I attack and exert this on the Woe Strider. Or do I do it on the Goose so they can't hit me? No, it's probably the Woe Strider, right? No, Ramunap Ruins doesn't hit creatures. The card's already absurd. You like no exert? Yeah, maybe that's right. I can't kill the Ooze, chat. The Ooze is a 5/5. They have 1, 2, 3 green sources. Yeah, it could be right. It could be right running the no blocks this turn. I don't think their deck plays many removal spells, though. So, like... I assume they're going to chump here and then eat something else? Really? They're not using the Goose. Okay. Yeah, I don't expect Historic to be... I don't expect Historic to be a particularly solved format until early next year. Hey, good games, Major Tom. Good luck in the rest of your laddering today. So, we just got all these Amonkhet cards. We're going to get a new set in about a month, next month, when rotation happens and they drop the Zendikar set. And then we're getting Pioneer Masters before the end of the year as well. So, the format's going to stabilize a little bit as this develops, but then Pioneer Masters is going to flip it on its head. And then I think once Pioneer Masters happens, I expect this format to stabilize a bit. Like, we'll still get small upgrades via new set releases and historic anthologies, but, new set releases and historic anthologies, but in general, I expect this format to stabilize a lot after Pioneer Masters happens. Pretty sure I just killed this. Okay, that's a big in. Probably gonna have a hard time here, I imagine. I think I play Legion Warboss here to discourage them from attacking. I mean, I think a lot of the cards in this deck are, like, safe-ish crafts. Like, this'll probably get used in something. This is only an uncommon. This is probably, like, their most risky craft, and it's an uncommon, so... We've died. This matchup's probably very bad for us. Being slightly bigger in the aggro mirror is huge. And they are definitely a little bit more than slightly bigger than us. I think I'm clicking submit and just hoping to run them down. Like, I don't know that this exact deck will stay playable, but I think most of the cards you'd craft making this deck will probably have a home somewhere. That's a good thought. Yeah, I think you're right that I should have brought Rekindling Phoenix in. Assuming we win this game, we'll bring it in for game 3. I think that's a good recommendation. His hand's very good. Elf on the play. Yeah, mobile really needs to add the ability to scroll. Mobile really needs to add the ability to scroll titles. I think I just do this, attack for 7, and then next turn we Hellrider and, like, kill them on 4. It's adorable that you think they're about to have time to cast Collecting Company. Let's get Linnea, Linnea. I want to get Linnea. Let's get into Linnea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's beautiful. Do do do. Do 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 do. I think I'm gonna try and pull up a little bit here on the draw. Is it crazy to bring in the Abrades and cut the Legion Warbosses? You're fine, Frozen Sky. I'll swap those around for you. We're definitely playing both of those today. It's not a big deal to do spirits before wizards. They did fix the companion bug. The software can improve. Definitely need to go Llanowar Elves on one here. Pretty sure I'm just doing this on 2. I don't have a second red to ramp into these 4s anyways. Shoulda known, chat. Thank you, Wellborn. Are you okay with Wizards going 3rd? You were the one that bumped it. Is that okay for you? Perfect. Thanks, I appreciate it. So Questing Beast plus Earthshaker is an attack for 6. It also defends a little bit, so I think that's the play. Yeah, and this is why, again, yesterday, I was hesitating caution, even when our mid-range deck felt bad against Field of the Dead, because, Field of the Dead is supposed to devour mid-range decks, right? Decks like what we're playing and other aggressive decks in the format, if these decks are competitive, Field of the Dead's really going to struggle, is, the reality. Wow, that's brutal. Am I willing to trade this for Yorvo? I don't think so, because I could maybe get an attack triggers out of it down the line. Yeah, Questing Beast is a great card against Field of the Dead. It is less food for ooze, you're not wrong. Really surprised that they're playing Cry in their Yorvo deck. Feels a little ambitious. Are they dead? I feel like they're probably dead, right? They have one thing in there. So they're at 9. That should definitely be lethal, right? When in doubt, swing out. Brothor, thanks for checking out the raid sponsor and completing the tutorial. I appreciate that. Drop me a message and let me know what you'd like to bump in the queue as a thank you. And we were on the draw this game, right? Sick. Can you marry a deck, chat? Alright, chat. Final boss. Final boss. Are we a Mythic Gruul gamer? This next match is very serious, chat. If I win this next match, I can put Mythic Gamer in my stream title, and putting Mythic Gamer in my stream title will put me en route to become a large Magic the Gathering streamer. If I am Mythic, people will want to watch me finally. We can be an esport, chat, if I am Mythic. Reddit will finally love me. Everything in my life will be perfect if I can be a Mythic gamer. Gonna hit our worst matchup, or just get magic. This hand's fine. Our lands are gonna hurt us, but... Coffee, beer, H2O. Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hey, thanks for the 19 months, Tidy Crims. I appreciate that. And for the record, if you're someone that prefers Magic's older formats and Magic Online, I completely understand if you put your support somewhere else. You should definitely support the content that you watch and you want to see. And I just don't have any intentions of going back to Magic Online anytime soon. Especially, like, with something Pioneer adjacent being really close on Arena 2, like, when we have 2 non-rotating formats on the faster, slicker platform, like... Thanks, Ty. Let's get you a sword with that shield while you're here. Alright, untapped land next turn, please. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, all of our Mythic Gamer dreams. Why, chat? Why? We're not cut out to be a Mythic Gamer, chat. We're just no good. We're just not, we can't do it. Just like that, all my Mythic Gamer dreams were dashed away. He's so... Why you have to be so mean? Why you have to be so mean? Not my clickbait stream title. So I think on the play, I'm actually just gonna click submit here. On the draw, I'm gonna reassess and pull up. But I think on the play, we just like hope to dodge Chain Whirler and run them down. Feel free. Yeah, on the draw, we're going to turn back into a control deck. Where I'm going to board in the Rekindling Phoenixes and the 7 pieces of removal. Yeah, they updated how the cards are displayed on the deck list, so it's basically illegible now on many cards. It was a decision. See, like this hand, chat, just hope they don't have the Chain Whirler, chat. Because if they do, GG's, we're done. Ain't nobody got time to play around the card Goblin Chain Whirler, chat. Well, I update my Vow deck with Amonkhet. So, if you're new here, pretty much all the decks we play on stream are viewer submissions. He's just gonna die to Goblin Chain Whirler anyway, so let's attack. Survey says... Survey says... Alright. Alright. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Do 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 do. They're down to 4. They're at a virtual 2 with the Ramunap Ruins. One esports, please. One of your finest esports, please. Laughing Riot, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. We could theoretically die to Muxus next turn, right? I'm sure there's a combination of cards Muxus gets here that kill us. No whammy, 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 no whammy. God bless America, wait, there's no haste. There's no haste. Don't you dare play a haste goblin out of your hand. Don't you do it. You have a heart, opponent. Don't you? I'm scared. Don't play a haster out of your hand. Pass the turn. Die to Ramunap Ruins. Die in the desert where the goblins belong. All right, that's the easy game, chat. That's the game. That's the game where we were on the play. All right, everybody pull up. We're gonna pull up. Am I supposed to cut the Llanowar Elves? I'm probably supposed to cut the Llanowar Elves, right? So these come back. These are 4/4s. Nah, Hellrider's a little bit of reach. Pretty sure I'm supposed to keep Hellrider. This is why we leave in Fanatical Firebrand, BT dubs. A little goblin on goblin violence. Ooh, they're showing me the Winnie. French. To the person in chat who said free Belarus, while I definitely support overthrowing dictators, I would encourage you in general, especially in my spaces, if you could, help provide people with some information. Feel free to provide a context link, explain why the thing that you're supporting is important to support. We don't shy away from political topics here, but I would prefer we help educate people on why they're important in general when we're going to talk about them. Yeah, Swim and Mogwai regularly hit 3,000 people streaming Runeterra Panda Ninja. They are the largest Runeterra streamers by a significant margin, just like Crokeys is the largest Magic streamer by a significant margin. That's not new. That's not an Abrade. Mythic Gamer Dreams are dead. Can't be Krinko. And again, like, Magic has a lot of those. Like, there's a lot of games where you're just like, okay, we're just like hoping we have removal to line up into their stuff, and if we have it, great, and if we don't, we're dead. I'm gonna try and play one more. I'm gonna see if we can run off a pair here. I think this deck is good. We're gonna try and hit Mythic with it. If we lose this one or the next one, we're gonna switch to Bait Spirits. Put Diamond Gamer in stream title, wear your shame. You missed my bet, but I said if you got Mythic this game, you got... I said if you got Mythic this game, you got this for free. So instead, let's lock in the rest of today's stream and cut Grixis aggro into the last spot. Sounds good, Kuds. I appreciate the absurd support. Hope you're staying safe out there. Make it... I mean, hold on, Max. Just, like, you're not new here. Like, if I thought there were things that should change in this deck to make it more competitive, I would make the changes. So, like, I've been playing this deck for 90 minutes. If I had ideas to make it better, I would have done them by now to make it better. So, Earthshaker Khenra actually means that it's important to play Stomping Grounds on 1 here. Yeah, and if you actually listen to, like, when we were playing, I talked about how Glorybringer is much better than Embercleave in some matchups. Like, again, Magic's a game where there's lots of different choices to make on average, and you should be, like, they're not always all going to be optimal. You have to pick and choose which matchups you want to be good in and which ones you're going to be worse in and why. So, sorry. Anyways, to discuss this, Stomping Ground on 1 is important here after we drew Earthshaker rather than Forest, because if I drew a red 1-drop on 2, I'd want to be able to make sure we could double spell. Okay, so they're about to Collected Company me, right? They're about to Collected Company me. I think the Collected Company means I just drag it and attack for 4. I agree that this board and its music is very good. Alright, can we die while they're at 12? We could definitely die this turn. They could play Bolas to Citadel and kill us. If we don't die, we're very likely to win the game. Now, with Woe Strider out, they're incredibly likely to kill us from here. We're dead on board. Almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They need 2 more permanents. Yes, Pythrion. The opponent's deck, if you haven't seen it before, is something that both Croakies and Wyatt Darby have streamed a bit with. You can grab it off their stream deckers. I think it's definitely in contention for one of the better decks in the format to start. Yeah, this is their 4th turn. Turn 4 Citadel, potential combo kill. I guess it's worth noting here that if I had attacked with Earthshaker Khenra, they wouldn't have blocked, and then they'd have had 2 less life to work with this turn, which would have been relevant. So maybe I should attack with Earthshaker Khenra. I don't know. They could very easily like find a 3-drop, and like it's only good if they exactly find Mana Dorks into Citadel the following turn. So like it's kind of narrow. No, I'm leaving chat auto sub only mode this week to plug people being able to check out the raid sponsor. So that way non-subs can get the link to get subs gifted to them. And that should be lethal, right? They'll go sack, sack. So each of these are 4, 8, 12, and then dead. So turn 4 combo kill. Cut our cheap things that attack because they're not particularly exciting because the opponent has a lot of things that go up the board. Rekindling Phoenix is a decent evasive blocker. Khenra's a little slow, right? Let's try this. Yeah, the Woe Strider came off the top with Citadel. Nah, I'm probably going to throw it back in sub-only mode next week. You can chat for an entire month if you check out the sponsor. Takes less than 10 minutes. I think I'm supposed to use this to kill the elf and save the shock for a priest. If we draw running Lancer, we're going to be in a good spot. People talking about Embercleave versus Glorybringer. This is a matchup where Glorybringer tends to be much better than Embercleave, because it gives you a way to control their board with your top-end threat if you need to. Like, now I just can't attack in. Have to take a turn off here. Obviously, this idiot gets to attack in, but the rest of them I don't want to run into 3/3s or even 2/2s, I don't think. The really strong thing their archetype does is the fact that, like, ramping into Citadel is so powerful, it makes Mana Dorks good hits with Collected Company is a big deal. Normally, like, a hit like this with Collected Company isn't good, but the fact that it, like, lets them cast Citadel here early is a big, big deal. Alright, if we don't die this turn and then we hit an untapped land, we get to run them down at least. Land? Yes, Mono Black Control got bumped out of today. Had a bunch of really big donations. Are they dead? I don't actually know. They go block, block. They take 4 down to 1. But then we probably die next turn, right? Yeah, if we'd hit a land this turn, we'd have killed them, but... Would they have died if Glorybringer had been Embercleave this turn? Maybe. They would have been able to block with Mayhem Devil. They need one more permanent, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they need one more permanent. For people that don't understand how their deck works, they need 10 things to sacrifice to this, which they don't currently have, so we force blocks. Now, the fact that they had Woe Strider probably means we're dead, because they can use Woe Strider plus Mayhem Devil to shoot down our board, which means we lose our pressure and the Blood Art is going to gain them life back up. Yeah. I don't think it matters. I think that they sacrifice enough stuff here to keep the board in check. Yeah, we're just dead. So we needed them to not have Woe Strider in their hand. Occasionally they don't. Feel like the opponent got pretty fortunate in both of those games. The first game we were going to kill them and they had they double collected companied into Mana Dork, played Citadel, and then Citadel hit Woe Strider right away, which set them up to kill us. And then in the second game, we put them into a spot where they had to have Woe Strider in hand naturally after Citadel. And like both games there, they went company into Citadel into Woe Strider every time. And like obviously those are the upper end of what their deck is doing. And combine that with the fact that we missed land drops in definitely the second game. I don't remember how the first game played out, but I think overall I'm happy with where we ended with this. Even when your deck's built well, Magic's gonna happen. You're gonna miss land drops. They're gonna curve out well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I really have any changes. I think the 4 Abrades to the sideboard are an excellent addition because of the last. I mean, I literally just talked about how the permutation of needing their 3 4-ofs in a row. So like, or is their deck just consistent? So like, if you'd like to talk about the no card selection that they played in order to have collected company into Citadel, into Woe Strider all 3 games, like, you know, so you could talk about the consistency and like, but if your deck doesn't have any card selection, like, yeah, you're fortunate to have your best 4-of into your best 4-of into your best 4-of 2 games in a row. Like that's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Sometimes you just die. Sometimes they curve it out. As far as Cleave versus Glorybringer goes, there's going to be spots where sometimes some are better and sometimes other are better. Collector was a card that was genuinely good in a lot of spots, and I feel like adding Cleave to the archetype and giving up Collector is not necessarily a free gimme. I liked what this card enabled for us in a lot of situations. Like this threat was useful. His aggro deck feels stronger than the mono black deck we played yesterday. I don't know. My sample sizes aren't big enough on either of those to really say accurately or not, Boda. At any rate, I'm going to hit a quick ad roll while we get things set up and flipped over for the next one. When we get back, we are going to cast some collected companies of ourselves. I don't know that this deck is necessarily nearly as powerful as playing a turn 4 combo kill you deck, but we're going to play some Bant Spirits at any rate. Be back in just a few.